turn on or off. The clapper, right? Right, Jacques?
No.
Jacques in his silky ensemble. I am your host, Barry Morbid. We're going to turn this on later. You put new batteries in Blinky. Spooky, we think he's dead. So, we'll play with him during one of the breaks. See if we can bring him back to life. So, you guys on the YouTubes, your favorite episode of Barry Morbid is the Grindhouse double feature. We showed the old black and white, The Beast Craves Blood, and that other one that I'm not going to remember. It's just great double feature. The most views ever on Facebook. We're like up to like 10,000 views or something. It's ridiculous.
10,000? Why would anyone watch that? God awful.
I think because it's like 3.5 hours long and you want to turn something on and leave it on. We're there for you, folks. Woo! So we're going to do it again, but this time we're going to do something a little different.
Mm-hmm.
There is a filmmaker in Wisconsin. His first movie I ever saw was Vampire Ticks from Outer Space.
Aren't ticks already vampiric?
But these are from outer space.
Alright.
So they're much bigger. They're like this.
So they're like crabs?
No, they're ticks.
Yeah, but they're like
blood. Anyway, so he's made a few movies. We're going to show 2 of them tonight. First up, we're going to show The Man with the
Golden Hand.
The Man with the Golden Hand. I kept saying arm. That's a completely different movie. So, we're going to do that. We're also in the middle of the show going to have a special thing for you people for the Ghoul, because he recently passed away. And we are all sad in horror host land that our mentor and friend is gone. So, in the middle of the show, we blow some stuff up! So, I want you to go ahead and get out of here and go watch the first part of The Man with the Golden Hand. Right now. Get out. Leave. Go!
Imagine you're traveling down a lonesome country road when suddenly a bright red object appears in the sky. It hangs there for several minutes, then flashes white, moves very far in the distance, flashes again, and is gone forever. This very thing happened to me on this very road. An odd occurrence? Not for Elmwood, Wisconsin. Despite of its reputation for UFOs, Elmwood, Wisconsin looks pretty much like any other small town in Wisconsin. And UFO Days looks pretty much like any other small event in rural Wisconsin. They have tractor pulls, beer tent, food, more food, a man named Big Dick. But there's something extra special about UFO Days, and that's aliens.
For UFO Days here in Elmwood, Wisconsin, back in my times, you know, a neighbor came in to see us one night with his son that owns this brown seacorn dealer, and then he came in to see us because he was thinking he saw a UFO, and I said, what's it like? And he always said, I have no idea, but that's what he was in his memory. That's what he thinks he's seen was a UFO.
All right, and whenever you're ready.
Hi, I'm Chris Swady, and I saw a couple UFOs in my day. One time on the Elmwood Road way back about in the 70s, I looked up, about 78, 77, somewhere in there. We were with a bunch of kids, and I says, hey, you guys, it's a full moon. Look at that full moon. We all looked at it, and all of a sudden, the moon that was big like this and full just went up into the sky so fast, disappeared, boom, and it was gone. It just went straight up and disappeared into the cosmos. But it didn't just go flying out of sight, it went straight up and just disappeared. And then one day I was on my way home from work in the middle of the night, and I'm in Spring Valley, and I'm cruising along the creek, kind of where the storage units are, if you know that part of town. Anyways, I'm cruising along, and all of a sudden my headlights are going across the river, and there was this giant, it looked like a giant bubble, you know, just a giant bubble. And as soon as my headlights hit that bubble just went whoosh, and freaking disappeared. But it was so cool. It was just floating around the river, following the river, and as soon as my headlights hit it, it just went poof, 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 and took off. But so those are my UFO stories.
When I was about 15, 16 years old, my parents took me, my brother and sister to Pepin for supper one night, and then on the way back home, we were driving along Mississippi River on I-35, and it was after dark. A white light followed us right on the river. We have no idea what it was. We can't explain it. It was not a plane. It was nothing of that sort. That's pretty much all I can say about it. I don't know any more than that. But it was kind of weird. It followed us all the way close to Maiden Rock.
It was about 1 o'clock, July 4th. I was on the upper deck of the patio, and I noticed an orange glowing light, and it seemed round, and it was in the high northwest sky. Anyway, I saw a pulsing orange orb. It was round, and it seemed as though the light was coming from inside of it. And it was larger and larger as it got near. And it traveled the whole sky. It went basically toward Polaris, the North Star, and then I lost sight of it. But it was round. I waited to see if it was an airplane, but there was only one color, so it wasn't an airplane. I talked to some people at U of M. They said it wasn't a satellite. So I don't know what it was. It's an unidentified flying object.
In fact, there are so many sightings in this area, they even have a bus tour.
I am your tour guide, I guess. Everybody else. Is anybody here familiar with the Carol Forster sighting? I'm her son. I was in the car. So. Am I good? Can you hear me? Now, I'm going to start with anybody from Elmwood knows any more about these sightings than I say, speak up. This is a rock quarry where George Wheeler's seen, and there was nothing this way. It was fields. It was just a little tiny quarry. You couldn't even see actually the quarry from the road at the time. He pulled in his driveway, got out of his squad, and got zapped with something. Knocked him out. All the instruments in his car were gone. He went to see Doc Springer the next day, am I right on that? And Doc said, what happened? He said, Doc, they got me. And he seen it again up here, but didn't get out of his car. And there's been sightings from people in Elmwood seeing stuff up here over the last 2 years that they've talked to me about. And they don't want their names. A lot of people come to me and talk to me and my mother when they see stuff because they want to talk to somebody that's not going to belittle them and degrade them. Somebody that knows what's going, knows it is. So I've talked to people in Elmwood that have seen stuff up here from town in the last 2 years. This is a property that we own. I used to live in this house, and several people have seen sightings right at this place. One kid, when he was in high school, he's a friend of my brother's. He was going from one house to Elmwood, And he called him and said, I'm on my way, and he got there 2.5 hours later. And he told him about the UFO. He said it come down, but then it went right back up. But he lost 2.5 hours of his life. The people over on that other farm were going to get their cattle one night and seen the UFO over here. I, one night, come downstairs in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, and there was one hovering right above the pole shed. And I went to the bathroom because I've seen several of them, so it's another UFO. I went upstairs and told my wife at that time that there's a UFO above the pole shed. Well, she run to the window and freaked out. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Then we're gonna go to bed. That's what we're gonna do. I ain't going to talk to them. If they want us, they're gonna get us. Let's go to bed. She freaked out. But there's been several other people seen them over these buildings driving by. Like I said, they come to me and my mom to talk, and they don't want their names brought up. Nobody lives there anymore. They went to get their cattle, one from back here, and one zoomed in. The kid got him. The kid was getting them. He was coming in the barn, just freaked. He never had the cows.
So how many times have you seen UFOs?
A lot.
Over 100?
Well, yeah. Give me live. This is the Carol Forster sighting. This is the one when I was 4 years old. It was 1975. Couple facts first. This house was not here at the sighting, and just down the road on the other side there was a house. That's the one we stopped at. We were coming from Arkansas, and this thing followed us the whole way. And we turned, and it went up in the sky a bunch, and then we got here, and it just zoomed. It never touched the ground. It hovered at about windshield level, but it had landing gear and boxes on the feet. It was like two cereal bowls put together with 8 to 12 inches of windows around and lights going around. Every time around it changed color, and it had all kinds of colors. That's when me and my little sister that were 5 dove under the seats. My older sister that was 9 was in the front seat with my ma, where Mom was looking back to back up, and my older sister was freaking. She said it let us get a ways away, and then it dart at us like it was going to. And we went to that house. As soon as we turned in the driveway, they can go from down here to looking like a star in a split second. We went in the house. They looked out the window. We tried it again. They come right down again. We went back, and the lady's son led us home then. But 10 years or so later, he had a real close encounter sighting over by Downsville area. The house was, if you look in the ditch on the other side, where the hump in the road is, where you can see the rise in the dirt, that's where the driveway was to the house.
During this next part, I was asked not to show the home.
So you saw it or your parents saw it?
I saw it.
Okay, but you don't want to, disturb them. Gotcha.
This is where I grew up, and when I was about 11 years old, I saw 5 UFOs all at the same time, right up above this hill. I grew up in an old farmhouse and woke up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom on a cool July morning. It's probably about 2 o'clock in the morning. And luckily I went to the bathroom first. And after I went to the bathroom, I went over into our old guest bedroom, reached up to pull down the old wooden pane window. And as I was reaching up, I look up on the hillside, and there was 5 UFOs like fireflies up above this hill. And the 5th one was off to the very right, sat still. The other 4 kept buzzing around like they're playing tag. And the 5th one came down below the tree line, and I thought, oh wow, this is not a Batman beam going up in the sky being shined around. And I could still hear the breeze blowing through the trees, and fifth one that was sitting still come down. It came closer and closer. It's about a football field length away. And I ducked down below the window sill. And I thought, gosh, is this real? And I'm like, I look up again and I'm like, yes. So I ran downstairs, pounded on my parents' door and told them that there's UFOs outside above the hill. And one was about a football field length away. They said, go back to bed. So I did, put my head underneath the pillow, and that was it. And then the next morning they said, what were you pounding on our door for? I said, I saw UFOs up above the hill. They said, well, you should have got us out of bed. And I said, I tried. So, any questions?
How old were you then?
About 11,
11?
What year was that then?
a long time ago. I'm old.
Okay, there you go.
Have I seen a UFO since? No.
No.
I have seen other weird things, but they weren't bright white lights. They were the size of a car, hovering, with no sound. I just happened to be looking up in the night sky. Maybe I was probably about 20 years old, and I just saw something go right over the top of my head, and I don't know what it was. It was dark. I didn't know what it was. It was just black, and the moon was in the sky. But I don't think it was a UFO. I don't know what it was. That's all I ever saw is anything like that. Bright white lights. Not perfectly round, not perfectly oval, just kind of in between. Figure about the size of a car. No sound at all. Kind of a whitish light. Go to our last site.
Technically, an unidentified flying object, a UFO. So, the black thing was a UFO.
It just could have been from this universe.
Yeah.
Am I gold?
I think the radio is low enough so he doesn't hear it.
This is another one of the, anybody from Elmwood knows any more about this one? Speak up. This is Hobbs Wilson's sighting. It says on a sign here, June 72. He was the first reported sighting in Elmwood. Hobbs, he was driving down the road when he seen, I don't know a lot about. But Hobbs Wilson had a house where Sailor's Meat Market is in Elmwood there, just down from where we picked you up. And he wasn't the cleanest guy, I mean, but he was well respected in town, and everybody believed him when he told the story. That's how respected he was. And I don't know a whole lot about this sighting. You should know. Yeah, Hobbs was interviewed, and from what I understand, he gave a very good interview. And that was 3 years before anybody else seen any. And he come right forward, and he wasn't, you believe me, you believe me, you don't, you don't. You know. The one at the quarry was a little bigger from what I understand. Could have been a mothership. People that like I said, people come to me and my mother to talk to people so they don't get ridiculed or belittled by people. And I've heard different shapes. The cigar shape. They've seen the cigar shape, and that's the mothership from what I've investigated online and read. And they've seen the little ones come out of it, some of them, and all kinds of different. The bright orange light usually is with the mothership, and the bright white lights are with the other ones. Nothing like a crop circle that I know of around Elmwood, no. We have a lot of bear and deer and coon, so we get spots in our cornfield around here. They're knocked down. We just write it off to that.
Well, the way it was, we were over here picking up a couple girls, you know, probably 62, 63. Out of nowhere, the whole sky lit up just like it is outside right now. That bright. All the hills, you could see everything just green, you know, and this was at probably 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning. It was just dead quiet. You couldn't hear anything. It was just like you were in heaven. And we all got out and we started walking around wondering what the heck that was. You know, we thought it was we thought we were going to see a beam of light, but no beam, nothing, no sound, no helicopter, nothing. All of a sudden, in an instant, the light went out. That was it. To this day, we all still think about that and wonder about it when we see one another. You know, these guys don't live around here anymore. So, I guess that's my story.
Thanks a bunch.
You bet.
If you look at any of these heavy clouds, and you watch the edges of them, you will see metallic objects, and they come shooting out through it. And you can see the cloud being pulled to the side in some of the pictures I have. And that just simply showed that it was real to me. Because at first I'm thinking, is there something wrong with me? No. It was real. And that's one of the things I says, you know, and another question they asked at the conference was, you know, what would happen if the government would come out and tell us about this? People would lose it.
There's a step right here?
Yep. I think a lot of people like the idea of UFOs. They like the idea that there's something out there that we don't know what it is. They like the idea of Bigfoot. They like the idea of ghosts. Confronted with it, they would totally fall apart and lose it. Like I said, if people haven't had a UFO experience, they're not looking. They're not looking up. Most people don't look up. Walk out through the crowd. Hardly anybody looks up. Look up for a while. You'll see something. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow. I had a friend. He used to ask me, he says, how come all this stuff happens to you? And I said, because I'm open to it. I want to see it. And he says, well, I want to see it too. I says, well, then keep telling yourself that and keep looking up. Sure enough, about 2 months later, Russ, I've had an experience. And I says, well, what happened? And he says, it was at night. And there was, you know, I saw this bright light in the sky. And I says, if it's a nighttime thing, don't even, just discount it. It could be anything. It could be the U.S. government, it could be a helicopter, it could be a, you know, you're walking and you're basically watching a planet bounce or something in your vision. I says, at night it could be anything. I says, during the daylight, when you look up and you see a metallic object in the sky, it's there. And so I don't even count nighttime sightings. Don't even count them. They don't mean anything. They had one go right down Main Street, Cornell, and somebody took a picture of it with their phone. And they showed it to an official who showed it to me. And I basically said, oh, it's one of those triangular ones. They're from the government. And he looks at me and he goes, how do you know that? And I says, I don't. I says, but it looks too man-made. It looks too perfect. It could be a fake. I says, but if not, it is a U.S. government vehicle. And so myself, they're out there. Does it bother me? No. Does it, you know, am I afraid of what their motives are? No. Something interesting though, recently, I haven't been seeing them. Where did they go? Why aren't they here? What's going on? You know, all this stuff flashes through your head. But I haven't been seeing hardly anything lately. I don't know. I should probably also say I do not take psychotropic drugs. I'm not on any kind of medication for anything like that. I think I just have a more open mind. Sighting. I've never had a close-up sighting. I've seen things at a distance coming out of the clouds and stuff, but when I started seeing that kind of freaked me out right at first. But no, nothing really stands out. I've just seen metallic objects. When the Great Lakes was flying the big Batwing craft they've got, they refueled it. And I was watching it refueling, and then I looked back, and there's a shiny silver object, a disc, following it. And I thought, well, I pulled up my camera and took a picture, and I'm looking at the picture, and in the time, that 500th of a second that it took to take that picture, that thing made a blur that big on the negative.
Easy. All right, ready. Did you turn it back on yet?
Yeah.
You awful. Did you turn it off?
I did.
So it was off and then on again.
Yeah.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
Have you tried turning it off and on again? Have you tried turning it off and on again? So we got, besides, we gotta see if we can fix Spooky. We got Blinky back. We got some new toys. Where's the other toy? Oh, did you want to show off our new toy, Jacques? The famous painting, The Scream, is now a rubber squeak toy.
Scream.
So if you ever wonder what the guy sounded like in the painting, when you see this in the painting, that's it. I wonder if you can squeeze it harder in it, maybe. Oh, much better. Let's do that again.
That's the worst.
There's a pop in there like he's losing his lungs. Oh, that's loud. Don't do that, kids. Don't do that at home. We found him at, what, dollar store, like most of our props?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
except for these expensive turd puppets that we've got. The dingleberries.
Air quotes expensive.
They're kind of pricey. We had to pay for them. They're original props. These are movie-used props from Chris Seaver's movie, The Dingleberries. Woo! So, we also have this new thing. We're going to turn it on, but we're not going to leave it on because it goes from interesting to annoying in about 2.5 seconds. So I'm going to turn it on for you. See, you're like, oh, but Baron, the lovely cauldron noise.
And then this.
And then the shrieks from hell.
And then it keeps
and
going.
Off-tune, crappy Halloween music. And the colors, boys and girls, look at the colors. Woo!
Just the worst.
Does it just keep doing this?
Yeah.
I haven't left it.
Oh.
Oh. Ah! You touch it, it starts again! We're leaving it over here. Yeah, there we go. We'll put you next to our money monkey.
Can you turn it off?
No, let it go on its own. Just don't touch it. It'll be our cue to not touch things. So if you accidentally touch it, it'll be hilarious.
I hate it.
So doesn't that sound great?
No, that's the worst.
It sounds awesome to me. Alright. So you guys go and watch. And then we got part of the man with the golden hand. And it turned off. Get out.
Once again, back in the film days, when they were first running the stealth thing, that's what it's called, stealth. The stealth craft. And they must have been running it out of Great Lakes because they fly over the Blue Hills. It's like one of the things they do their runs on because it's a big landmark. And yeah, but I thought that was interesting that thing was moving so fast behind it that it left a streak. But yeah, nothing else stands out. I've never had a real close-up experience. I can't say I've seen aliens. I can't say I've, talked to aliens, or they've talked to me, or influenced my thoughts, or, all of the other things that make people all paranoid. I think they've rear-engineered enough of the crafts. They were so close in the 40s. Germany was so close with an anti-gravity drive. They had the Bell in Poland, and they were experimenting with it. And the project director, all the equipment, except for the techs that they killed, disappeared.
You worked this morning already?
And that was in 1945.
I worked from 11 to
You know? They were close to coming up with something then. Why do you think they weren't working on a bomb? They didn't need it. If they could come up with an anti-gravity craft, they could pretty much do anything. And I think they were working on it in Poland. I think the guy who put together our missile program, what was his name? The guy who built the rocket that went to the moon. But he was grabbed off of that, he knew of a lot of those secret projects. And when they would ask him questions, he would just say, give them some weak ass answer. He wouldn't, give an answer. But he knew a lot about what was going on and what they were doing and were capable of. And so even at that time, they were capable of this stuff. Could our government rear-engineer something? Oh, hell yeah. They could take it apart and put it back together in a way that we could use it. The question is, when you got something that can turn like that, most people say the pilot wouldn't survive. But what if there's a different time, a different sort of organization, a different physics operating inside the craft than what's operating outside the craft. And maybe this is what they've discovered. Okay, so you've got something that can move silently. It's moving on an electromagnetic wave. I can believe in that. You think about it. Even Indians knew about this stuff. They would build these mounds, send their braves out to sit on the mounds overnight, and that would they would have their vision quest. That's because electromagnetic radiation does strange things to people's heads. Is that what's going on here? I don't think so. That's why I ask what was being mined. It's not high crystal and stuff. No, this is limestone. This is stuff that absorbs power and, will channel power. This isn't something crystalline that's going to cause all kind of frequencies to be bouncing around. No, it's limestone. It's the same thing the pyramids are made of. Okay, something I noticed on the tour, and that's that planes don't fly through here. I didn't hear a plane. I haven't heard a plane all day. All day I've been here. This is not a plane route. So people aren't seeing planes. They aren't seeing helicopters. What are they seeing?
One thing's for sure. People are seeing something over the skies of Elmwood. It's unidentified. That's what makes it a UFO. Thanks for joining us on Wisconsin Unexplained.
For more information, to suggest an unexplained event, or to donate to Wisconsin Unexplained, please go to www.more-onproductions.weebly.com.
Unworldly noises. Strange creatures. Evil spirits. Even gnomes. All of these things have been reported in one small place outside of Menominee, Wisconsin. It's called the Devil's Punch Bowl. And that's tonight on Wisconsin Unexplained.
The Devil's Punch Bowl is a geological phenomenon created by the effects of erosion. Being a safe haven for all manner of plants and animals, as well as a fascinating place for rock and clay formations, the Devil's Punch Bowl is a serene yet eerie atmosphere. One that even the most mundane imagination can run wild in. But is it all just imagination?
These slippery, worn-out stone steps are how people used to get down into the punch bowl. Luckily, they've now crafted a wooden walkway to make sure nobody slips and falls.
It's from here that you can see the river cutting deep into the rock, which formed the Devil's Punch Bowl. It's also here where most people see their gnome sightings. According to numerous witnesses, these 2 to 3 feet tall men stand at the top of the waterfall and look down at those enjoying the punch bowl below. It seems that they are watching them, as if to guard the punch bowl from their presence. When spotted, the gnomes have been known to dash into the cracks and caverns that riddle the sides of the punch bowl.
It is said that water from this waterfall will never get warm. People have collected it in jars and set it on their counters during the summer heat. Weeks later, it was just as cold as the day they pulled it from the rock.
So this is the infamous Devil's Punch Bowl. I was with my dad. This was maybe a few years ago now, but it's changed a little bit, but it has changed a lot. Okay, that's the work though. So before, we're in this area before they built this nice little staircase here. It was all with like broken concrete and everything. It kind of like blocked off. Weren't really supposed to go down there, but we're kind of rebels. We did anyway. But anyway, so down here, there's this graffiti tunnel, and we were just out like exploring and stuff, and it was really weird, you know, because you kind of sense right now it's like a little odd feeling, you know, like it feels like it's a little tense per se. So if you get a little closer and do some exploring through this tunnel here, you'll find some interesting stuff. Want to be a little careful though, because it's a long ways down. Yeah. See if I can go here.
If you could raise your volume, that'd be awesome.
Yeah. So I don't know if it's still here, but I'm pretty sure. Again, this was like a few years ago. But there's this devil's mark that was painted like right around here. It's covered up now though. Like right behind this right here, there's this like pentagram looking thing. It's that like Hail Satan and all this kind of stuff, creepy stuff, right? And it's still underneath it, so who knows? But anyway, as soon as you pass this mark, silence. It feels like you're being watched, you know? It's creepy.
It is odd that there aren't any animal sounds right here.
Yeah.
Like, you hear them on the other side, but you don't hear them right here. Looks like an old feed trough.
Yeah. Why would that even be over here? That man is weird. Weird. Yeah. I've heard all sorts of weird stories too. Like, I guess there's this one kid that went to that ledge where we saw earlier, where we dropped bar drop. He fell back and fell to his death, I guess. And yeah, it's weird stuff. I think that there's something eerie here, definitely. That I don't know. It's creepy. It's uneasy. But then if we go back through the other way, you'll see how dramatically it changes. Well, nice. It says, inhale the good shit, exhale the bullshit. Words to live by. When we come back over here, it just feels like peaceful, you know? And like, definitely hear more animals. Now I don't know for sure if this was the spot where that kid fell to his death, or if it was up a little ways, but it's definitely somewhere around this area, I think. Yeah. Tragic.
While graffiti does mark the man-made structures, most of the park is as nature intended. The tall grass at the entrance looks pretty much the way it did 100 years ago. Adding to the supernatural feeling, some of the trees have grown long roots to reach down into the punch bowl. This is most likely due to erosion. As the punch bowl eroded, the tree kept growing, stretching its roots deeper and deeper, looking for soil.
Can we go like right here since it was like right there?
Yes, of course, that'd be great.
Okay, so we were just like down here with a couple of our friends at like 2 in the morning, and we were just talking or whatever, and then like over in the distance we just like kept hearing voices, and like, oh no, there's probably other people here. So then we like went and walked around, and like no one was there, and then we like wherever we'd go, like we'd hear voices like behind us or like in the distance from us. So it was pretty creepy.
And then we were probably laying there for another 15 minutes. We're like, we'll just stay here for a little longer. But then a tree like right by us like just fell right on us. So
yeah, it was so close to us, and we're like, okay, we gotta get out of here. So we like ran back. So we weren't here for that long, but it freaked us out. And we were like talking about it, and like there's definitely something that people say, and I knew it was like gnomes or something. Right. I was like, it's something like out of the ordinary, not like some like white figure or something. It's like gnomes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we were just pretty much like laying just like down in that area, and then we could hear voices like over there, and then we like walked over there, and then we heard voices like over here. It's like wherever we go, like we heard them behind us.
So my name is Chris Weiner. I'm a paranormal investigator here in western Wisconsin. I run the Chippewa Valley Paranormal Investigators. We're here at the Devil's Punch Bowl, which is reportedly one of the more haunted spots here outside of Menominee. There are a lot of stories that I've been told about the Punch Bowl, and even had an experience myself here. It is quite an interesting place, as you'll find out. All right, let's go. A lot of stories about this area say that there are a lot of natural elements, and natural elements bring about stories of elementals like dwarves, or brownies, or fairies, gnomes, stuff like that. People say oftentimes they'll see gnomes walking along the ridge line here. Sometimes people say they've seen orbs like fly through that parking area, and have actually stated that they saw the gnome the orb fly through their vehicle, like right past their face, and like would go in their vehicle and right back out of their vehicle as they sat there.
We're back! How's the movie going so far, folks? I hope you like it. Michael Butt, great guy, directs lots of genre movies. Later on in the show, we're going to show an episode of his TV show, Wisconsin Unexplained. Because no one wants to explain Wisconsin.
Well, I mean, it's Wisconsin.
We do have another toy. This one is not nearly as obnoxious as that.
And it's actually cool.
Watch. You ready? Ready out there, kids in Kidland? The end sounded like a fart. Sounded like a big juicy fart.
It's obviously a door creaking. It's
a door creaking. Of course it is. So yeah, we're doing the double feature. I'm gonna try and fix poor Spooky while we're at it because I think he can be repaired. I think his switch is just bad, and it would be bad not to have Spooky on the show.
Yeah.
I mean, he's on the show anyways, but it'd be nice to have him not, be broken. So, Jacques, how are things in the lands of the video games? We'll do our video game episode right now.
Oh, right now while you're fixing it?
Yeah, you can tell us about video games.
Nuclear Throne.
What
did you want me to talk about, huh?
Mad World?
Mad World. You remember Sin City? How good that movie was?
That was a good movie. The sequel was awful.
Imagine if it was a game.
Yeah.
And there's a lot more of the color red.
Oh, so there's like a fighting game or something? Is it a fighting game?
No.
No. Is it a killing game?
Yes.
What did you do in this game? We kill.
Murder is the name of the game.
Kill. That is a thing. And it's a good game though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only problem with it is that it's for the Wii, so you gotta keep shaking the controllers.
Is it true, camera person Dandy?
Yes.
You keep shaking it?
Gotta keep shaking.
Well, I think Blinky's dead to the world.
Which
is sad.
What if you just switch around the battery?
I did switch away into the batteries. They really belong.
What if you blow on it?
It's not a Nintendo.
I saw his eyes blink. His eyes are blinking.
What? They are! You can
There he is.
barely see
No,
it!
he's alive!
He's alive! Alright, we'll put his lid back on. While we're putting our good friend Spooky back together, getting him going, go finish watching, well, literally at this point, whatever's on. I do believe it's The Man with the Golden Hand. We could have segued into the segue of the Wisconsin Unexplained. I know we haven't started showing Cosmic Blast yet. So, yeah, go ahead and get back there while I screw this down. Get out!
I also was told a story of somebody down here in the ravine. As they were down there, a fog had rolled in. And they were further down the ravine than right down in the punch bowl. They were further down, and this fog rolled in, and all of a sudden they started seeing lights dance all around them. They tried to get out, but they got lost in the fog, and so they finally found the other staircase over there and made their way out. And they haven't been back to the punch bowl since. So we were here one evening toward dusk, and as we were standing down here, we heard something rustling up at the top. As we were looking, there seemed to be something moving up there, but as you can see, the rock is quite difficult to climb, and to get up there quickly was not going to happen. So we were unable to identify whatever it was that was up there. Some of my team that was here at the time were questioning whether or not it was one of the gnomes that are said to be out here, because whoever it was didn't say anything or make any noise other than the rustling of the leaves and twigs as they went along the ridge line up there. And unfortunately, we never did find out exactly what or who it was that was up there at that time. It's barely a trickle over there now. Usually this whole, I mean, you can tell where the indention is. Usually there's water through here, but you would think with all the rain that we've gotten here recently, the snow, that there'd be a lot more water through here. So actually we should do it over here in the, but we might just, I'm trying to figure out the best way down this hill here, probably down this way. So we don't fall on our face or have to crunch. Deep, but there'd be water here. This is actually fairly new chicken wire, well not chicken wire, but barbed wire. I wonder why they put that up. It keeps getting taken down though, because when we were out here, this chicken wire wasn't out here. Or not chicken wire, the chicken wire posts were out here, but this barbed wire fence wasn't out here. And it's not rusty, so this is fairly new. This is actually where we found our temperature variance that day. We came down here, we had an infrared thermometer, and it read about 10 degrees lower right in this area as compared to the rest of the ravine or bowl down here. Reasons as to why the temperature change, I don't know. Could have been just combination of the water and the wind that came through here at the time, dropping the temperature a little bit. It did come back up shortly thereafter, so the actual reason for that temperature change is unknown. We didn't get any other hits on EMF or anything at the same time, which may have said, that we had some type of paranormal activity at that time, but there was definitely a temperature change right here. And some college kids came along and cut this wire so they could go further down. But my question is, why? I mean, the poles have been here for a while. Why did they put barbed wire back up here again? I wonder. Why would you keep animals from trying to get through here? Probably just try to keep college students or whoever else comes down here from going further down the way. Trick is not to poke yourself with the barbed wire as you're looking at it. Now that you mention it, it is kind of odd the way this is kind of tied up here. Obviously someone cut it to get access, but then why it got brought over here, and maybe just to keep themselves from brushing against it. Almost looks kind of Blair Witch-like if you look at it. That definitely shows forethought, though. That wasn't an animal that tore this down, because it had to have been tied like that deliberately. You definitely cut through. There's nothing artificial about that. That's a very clean cut. Oh, yeah, actually that's some heavy duty cable there. Holy cow. Yeah, that's like in the rock now. It's like part of the moss has grown up over it, and it's not sitting there freely anymore. Well, that's not actually rock either. That's ground. There's part of the tree root right there. So that's been eroded over and grown into the ground. That's been there quite some time. Unfortunately, like I said, my own personal, that one with the people up there or whatever it was up there was pretty much it. And then a couple stories that I was told that, again, kind of shadowed the same stories that everybody's been told or telling about the punch bowl. So it's kind of nothing really cool, nothing exorcist-like or anything else really supernatural. It's unfortunate, but I think that it's just people telling stories to get a rise out of each other, or rise out of each other while they're down here. And there is something very serene about the punch bowl. I mean, you can hear the water going by, and there's just a really calming energy down here. I guess that energy becomes completely different once you get a few drinks and a few 8 balls in you or something, I don't know. Another interesting thing about this area, it's had several different names over the years. It was known as Black's Ravine at one point, named after a Civil War captain that had found the Devil's Punch Bowl. And then after that, ironically enough, it was called Paradise Valley until later on when it was renamed the Devil's Punch Bowl. Now they imagine that part of it was because of the UW Stout Blue Devils here in Menominee that was named that, but also because there are a lot of other monuments throughout the United States named Devil something, so they thought that maybe it was named because of that. But there is no true satanic or hell references to be found down here. Nobody thinks that this is a portal to hell, or that the devil himself comes down here to drink the water that never warms up to quench that fiery thirst of his. But that seems to be the most that we have as far as the naming of the punch bowl. The spot where we got the EMF meter is actually underneath this bridge, or this set of stairs. You have the ability to swing around because there's another staircase right there that looked like the staircase that was here. So right around here is where my daughter was playing with the electromagnetic field detector, or the EMF detector as the case may be. And as she was coming around here, she picked up a strong 1.5 milligauss on the EMF meter, which is quite unusual because there is no electricity to be found anywhere around here. No power lines, no nothing. So the fact that she found it here was very, very strange. And it wasn't like it was fleeting. It was steady for about a minute and a half, until finally it did end up going away, which kind of says it wasn't like something magnetic in the rocks. There was no iron in here that was causing that to happen. There was definitely something that was here fleeting for just those few moments. But as you can see, I'm sitting here where it looks like natural rock was carved out so that people could come down into the valley here and check things out. I would imagine, just by the erosion on the rocks and everything, this was, you know, probably where the Chippewa Indians originally came down here, or maybe even Captain Black himself found his way down into the gorge. You can shoot that stairs right there. Punch bowl. That does look like something out of a bad freaking horror movie, though. So this is actually the staircase that leads to a trail that goes completely around the Devil's Punch Bowl here, where we saw the gnomes or dwarves that were walking along the ridge line. This path goes all the way around and then comes back again, so that people have access to see down into the beauty that is the punch bowl itself. It's also very similar to the staircase that was over there where my daughter found the EMF readings, as opposed to the new convenient wooden staircase that they just put in. If you look over here, there's just a little bit of that concrete stair left of where my daughter found that. It's actually, actually, I think up there it's actually just part of the post that they're putting into, but this actually looks like part of the stair, so there's no post to be found right here. That's where, just a little bit further down, which is where she would have had that EMF hit.
These are 2 samples of water. The smaller one I gathered from the Devil's Punch Bowl. The waterfall from the Devil's Punch Bowl. This one from a well. Ordinary tap water. For the last 4 days I've been measuring the temperature of these 2 jars to see whether or not the legend that this would be forever cold was true. Unfortunately, it is not. These 2 jars are the exact same temperature.
While many people have come forward to say that they have seen something, or say that someone they know has seen something, very few of them, almost none in comparison, have wanted to record their experience on video. This suggests that perhaps everything we've seen today is just another urban legend. However, when I was gathering this sample, the water was extremely cold, so cold I had to move it from hand to hand to keep from going numb. While I was bringing it up from the bottom of the bowl, I felt very fatigued. My back started aching, and something really wanted me to drop this over the railing as I walked. Could be an evil spirit, a specter, or perhaps just my own imagination. But one thing is certain. After I brought this home, condensation formed on the outside of the glass for the next 2 days. The well water? Only one. Is there some evil force at work here? Perhaps a not evil, but supernatural force nonetheless? Perhaps even some unexplained mineral or other trace element in the water that keeps it cool. Thank you for joining us on Wisconsin Unexplained.
What? You guys are still watching? See how long it takes to screw one of these things down? Right, Jock? It's these little tiny things, plus the hypno glasses don't help very well.
Alright. Segways are hard.
Segways?
So we just don't have them.
I would like a Segway with the big wheels and you drive it around like Paul Blart.
No, not that.
There. Look, boys and girls, Spooky has returned to the fold.
You would not like a Segway.
I gotta put this away so I don't lose it because it belongs to Baroness Morbid and she'll punch me if I don't give it back to her. So Jacques, I was gonna ask you what you thought of the movie. As we all know, Jacques does not watch the movies.
No, God, no.
They're good movies.
You sure?
I love me some micro budget.
Yeah, but
I'm a big fan of the people who just get out there and do it. Get out there and put it on the camera.
That doesn't mean that they're good.
No, I've seen some bad ones. Usually if they're too long. These don't have that problem.
Most of them are the bad ones.
The long ones are the ones that really truly irritate me. So do you think the giant eyeball is going to be jealous of the new eyeball?
What do you mean?
Well, look, man.
Obviously not. Now you got two eyes.
We got two eyes. We got the old school one.
That
was carved out of something.
The giant eyeball is on a thing of eyeballs.
Yeah, it's eyeballs on top of, I think there's even a
finger.
Oh yeah, we can give somebody the finger.
No, there's a longer finger down there.
Oh, there's a longer one. Oh, it's got a ring. Well,
looks like he really dropped the ball on that.
That ball's gone. This one's got like a wedding band on it. You can give somebody the finger.
I ain't picking that up.
I don't know where it is. Oh, it's way down there. Hold on, I'll get it. Hold on. This is quality television, folks.
This is atrocious. This is...
Ta-da! Oh, wait. Push to the eyeball. Ta-da! There we go. There we go. All right, so there is that. Put the other eyeball next to it to keep each other company.
Yeah, it was a bit of an oversight on our part.
And because it's a double feature, we ain't saying goodnight. What are we saying? Instead of goodnight, we're saying get ready for the next movie. So go off and watch the little things we put in the middle. And then you'll come back to us and we'll talk about the second movie because we talked so much about the first movie.
Yeah.
Get out!
Ready.
Okay. Welcome back, boys and girls! Welcome back. Once again, it's me, your old pal, Baron Morbid, Jacques, having some candies. What kind of candy you got, Jacques?
Not sponsored by Caramel Creams.
Not sponsored by Caramel Creams, the only candy for the lab assistant. So, in memory of the Ghoul, our good friend Ron Sweet, who passed away recently, a little over a month ago, we have this new double movie Grindhouse special that you're watching right now with some really weird movies. He'd have thought they were good. We also decided that in memory of him, we're going to blow stuff up. So we couldn't figure out how he did it. We're pretty sure because it was the 70s, he was just using a guy that knew how black powder worked and made his own stuff. We don't have a guy, so we went to the fireworks store. I set something up way out there. Recommended 50 feet away, boys and girls, super safety. I'm also wearing my Ghoul goggles, see? Whoa, one of them, that's right, you can see my glasses now. One of them's not there.
The illusion's broken.
The illusion is broken, but the Ghoul always orders the sunglasses with one lens and not the other lens.
Yeah.
So, we're going to put things on top of the tube, you'll see that closer sooner, with camera person Dandy, and we're going to blow stuff up, and for the big finale, the Baroness is inside currently. No, she's not, we never got the fireworks for her. No. Well, we'll get them after we're done with this bit. The finale is a DVD player stuffed with firecrackers. So, anyways, we're going to do this first, because I forgot to do that first. So, she's going to get up close. When she gets up close, it says, we're going to light these and run for our lives. So, wish us luck. If it doesn't go out well, you'll see it on YouTube probably more than we ever cared to. Hold on. Come on. Come on, Jock. That's right, we're going to blow up an iCarly. Now remember. Out and down. Let us know when you're ready, camera person Danny. Are you as close as you can get? Can you see the monster? All right, keep it steady. Ready, steady, spaghetti. Run! Royce.
Oh, God.
All right, that's one. Need a bigger bang than ever. Now, look at it. Oh. Good, got the camera still there. We're cleaning the frame. Look at that.
That used to be his mouth.
That was his mouth. All right. Load number 2. The Ghoul always blew up cars. So we're going to do the same. You ready, Jacques? This one looks shorter.
Christ!
All right. That one went up and out. That was good. Oh,
Where'd the top go?
here's a piece of the car.
Where's it? Oh, it's over there.
Ah, throw it in the car.
It isn't good for my heart.
Jock's heart. You might need a medic from all the running. All right. Now, we'll look Godzilla on there.
King of the monsters.
Missing his arms. Fine. Paraplegic, right? We're never going to find him. Oh God, is that him? Hey, look!
Oh, no, there we
It's
go.
the car seat from the car.
Oh, God. It smells so bad.
Boom, boom, boom.
Oh. What did you want to throw your last?
All right, folks. We have a skull. Skeleton. Ooh, I'm gonna put it like this on here. Put the fuse through the eye hole.
Yeah, it works.
Like that. All right, Jock, you ready?
Jesus.
Wow. Let's see what happens with that.
That's a pretty sturdy skull.
Ah!
Did it just char it?
We just charred it. We're stuffing this with firecrackers later.
Yeah.
All right. Because you wanted to see it, folks. You asked for it today.
Most viewer requested.
Viewer requested blow stuff up. Never on the program. Which is good because we never blew stuff up before.
Yeah.
To be the random dancing. Hi, Carly. You got that camera person, Danny? Can you see the Carly? All right. See you, Spencer.
That's fancy.
Oh! I see it. Here we go.
Hold it all the way back
Apparently, plastic is the most durable. Right there. So we're going to take a small intermission, grab some firecrackers.
Ready, spaghetti!
Alright. We're going to try something a little different. I find my lighter.
You want it on top?
I don't have my lighter.
Skull's hot.
Alright, no lighter. Where's my lighter? Alright. 2 seconds. 2 seconds, gang. What, you got a lighter? Why do you have a lighter?
Firecrackers.
Where'd you get a lighter?
I've had this one.
It's still on?
Yeah.
Bye, kids!
Like a fool.
Put the skull on top of it, too?
Oh, you want me to put them on top?
Yeah.
Like,
Here, do this one. Can you clearly see? Okay. This is called a Viking. We're hoping it'll do to iCarly what no firework ever did before.
Oh, it's like a... Is it over? Is it?
The skull is melting and is on fire.
Do you want me to get the hose?
Get the hose, quick, Jock! Hurry before it gets down to the firecrackers!
oh God, right!
Looking good! Go, stop up! Ooh! Can you see that, folks?
Oh God, it's all melted and gross.
Alright, we're gonna try lighting the DVD player next. Might blow something else up.
Okay.
I don't know how much room you get.
We gotta open it up.
Anticlimactic! Wait, we're gonna try something else.
Dude, there's probably slag in there. You're just gonna pump more explosives into it?
That's the idea. Alright. Let's, ooh. Oh, let's see what this does.
Isn't that a smoke bomb?
Nope.
No? What's a smoke bomb? Dude, yeah. Smoke bombs are cool.
Alright, we're gonna do one last finale.
Want to see if it flies?
Oh! That was a lot. Alright, can you see us? Are we in focus? Alright. Was that fun, Jock?
The last one was loud.
Last one was loud. You see when we get to that stuff? Now we gotta clean up the yard. So this was for Ron Sweet the Ghoul. Go back to the rest of the show. Get out of here! And we're back! We blew stuff up!
We did.
We didn't die.
A lot of running.
A lot of running. I was exhausted by the time we were done because I wasn't sure exactly what was going to happen. It was a lot of fun though. See, back in the day, the Ghoul would get like toys like, you know, Scuba Man or the swimming Cupie who doesn't work anymore. Oh, she got hairy armpits. Look at those things.
Ugh.
I think her spinner thing is just shot. So anyways, he would take toys like this and a show, you put them on a black platform thing, and then he would have these, well probably back in the day it was M80s, but then he had these other ones that looked like rolled paper, like gunpowder and rolled paper,
yeah.
And he would light it and then just walk off and the camera would just catch it going, kaboom! We didn't have that, so we strapped a bunch of crap to fireworks and set them off. I did like the firecrackers full of, the DVD full of firecrackers.
Yeah.
DVD player full of firecrackers was hilarious, and then we blew it up some more.
We had to put it on top of a double tap.
A double tap. We double tapped it, and then we set iCarly on fire.
Yeah, iCarly and a skull. They got melted together.
We never found Godzilla.
No, Godzilla's out there somewhere.
The lawn of the Morbid estate has been mowed since then, and it's still gone.
Yeah.
So
Haven't ran over it.
Godzilla went to heaven. That's all it is.
He went straight up. He's stuck in a tree.
There you go. There you go. So now we got the new movie, Cosmic Blast.
Cosmic Blast.
More of a science fiction film. So you go start watching the movie, and then come back, and we will probably talk about something else altogether. Get out.
The Great War will live vividly in the minds of Americans for the next 100 years. I hope that when we do reverence to the memory of our brave boys who fell in France, we shall not forget their brothers in arms who wore the uniform of our allies. I believe that the national airs of France, Great Britain, Italy, and Belgium should for all time to come be as familiar to us as our own Star-Spangled Banner.
Saved up $1, then he borrowed 20 cents. Then what? Bought a jitney bus. His coffee mill was made of tin, but tin was made to pack things in. He hung a sign and it read thus: "This is Gasoline Gus and his jitney bus." Gus, Gus, Gasoline Gus, Gasoline Gus and his jitney bus. He packed them on the fenders and he packed them on the hood. He packed them by the dozen and the other dozen good. From out the heap there came a cry, "Hey, take that suitcase out of my eye." Gus, Gus, Gasoline Gus, Gasoline Gus and his jitney bus.
Comrade Bolshoff, you are wanted in interrogation rooms 1 through 12. Comrade Bolshoff. You are wanted in interrogation rooms 1 through 12.
Greetings and welcome from the new Soviet Republic of Planets. My name is Dr. Bolshov, and I'm here to interrogate you today. I have but two questions for you. Who are you? And why are you flying through red territory, unrestricted, without the proper identification?
It's no secret. I'm Jacob, captain of the Devour Law. We were transporting goods when unusual circumstances befell my crew.
I'm not telling you anything.
If I rat out my friends, could I go back to civilian life?
You don't look very new Soviet to me.
Can I just clarify one thing before we get started, okay? Alright, the woman that you found in the hall was not a sex robot.
You're sexual no robot. We're not scientists hiding the next super weapon, I promise.
She was just an average companion robot, you know, like those little seals or the dogs, you know, only she could cook and clean and stuff.
I love communism. I've never not loved communism. I just don't wear the colors because I don't want to die.
Nope.
I am programmed to please in many ways and in many languages.
I don't want to be here. Can I go home, please?
Let me start from the beginning. Alright, buddy. Looks like the radiation is from the west. So if the wind doesn't pick up, we're going to be okay.
Huh? Give me your knife.
You're scraping too many of the wires off.
I don't know if you speak Russian, but I do not speak Russian, so I have to guess which one is the door.
Try one at a time.
It's not that one.
Did you do that?
Yeah. This thing must have a working fusion core.
That's why the lights are on.
Score! Oh, wow. Hey, come look in this part! Oh my god, it looks like a house. You could put a sofa there, and you can put a TV there. Is that Stalin? Well, you work. Oh my god, that is Stalin. Hello, comrade. Mind if I look out your window? Oh, yeah, sure, that makes sense. Hey, I'm gonna check out this room.
We need to get to the engine room and rip that core out before any other salvager does.
Door open. Let's try manual.
That opens.
Debra poskolovat vyplnil a první nazmet jeden sučes. Para el español, por favor, presión 2. For English, please press 3. For Deutsch, bitte 4 deuten. Thank you for pressing 3. Instructions and controls have been modified for your personal preference. If you would like to change this option, you may do so at any time through the main menu. Welcome to the new Soviet vessel, Va Orla. Communism is the only way to fly.
Peter!
Yeah?
I think we can fix this.
What are you talking about?
I think we can do it. I think we can fix this dirging ship. Whatever you did must have reset everything. But I am registered as the pilot.
What are you talking about? This is a spaceship.
We cannot fix a spaceship. I mean, one tiny little mistake and...
I checked. We get Eduardo to resurface the tiles, we get a salvage title, and we're ready to go.
How are we gonna pay for that?
We sold the car.
One of your friends may or may not have told me that they saved you from a slave market. Would you care to elaborate?
That is complete and total bull! Fine, if they're gonna talk, then I'm gonna tell you the truth. Oh, just put a tissue on it, it'll be fine.
Alright, Mr. Jensen, let's have a look at that root canal.
Look, Ricky, I need you to get that package to Nueva Tierra right now.
Hey, don't worry, boss, don't worry. As soon as a legitimate business comes my way, I'll have this thing right with it going to Nueva Tierra.
Otherwise, you know what's gonna happen. You're nuts in a jar. Nuts in a jar, Ricky.
Yeah, I get it. My nuts in a jar, but don't worry. I'll have it there on time. I'm a professional.
I don't care what you need to do. You hide that thing in a shipment and you get it over here.
Yeah. Come on, I know.
Honey, do you think you could put one of these pillows in your suitcase?
Diane, I'm busy over here. I'm doing business. All right, Ricky, you better do better. I gotta go before my wife packs the bed in the suitcase. Goodbye.
This isn't Eduardo's. This is an old colonial barn in downtown New Milwaukee.
Yeah, but we have to get a title for it before we put any money in it.
Ah, smart.
Hey, welcome to Ricky's Blacksmith Shop. I can forge anything.
Oh, that's clever. We need a title for a vehicle.
A real salvage title for a real salvaged vehicle.
Oh, yeah, sure. How old is it?
Roughly 100, 120 years old.
Whoa, not very many survivors from the Galactic War. You sure that thing's not more modern?
Oh, yeah, this thing got surplus written all over it.
Ricky!
Ricky!
Whoa, if it isn't my beautiful jewel of the dentistry. How can I help you today?
Your stupid extension cord pulled out again, and I'm in the middle of a root canal.
1 second, please.
Gee, thanks. You know, I pay enough rent here that we could install a permanent outlet.
Consider it done, my princess of plaque removal.
Yeah, sure. 3 years from now.
Yeah, sorry about all that, but yeah, your problem shouldn't be a big deal. It's all just legalese, dotting I's, crossing T's, so I'll be able to take care of that no problem. With a small fee, of course.
Which brings us to our second point. 1, we need a job. 2, we need papers that guarantee a safe passage no matter what side of the war we're boarded by.
Ah, now I see why you came to me. You want your title in exchange for your first job, right?
No way! We want to get paid for that too.
Right, sure, yeah. Actually, you're in a heck of a lot of luck. If that thing can fly to Nueva Tierra, that is.
It's gonna be like a month in a class 5.
It'll make it. Besides, what else are we doing?
Hey, that's right. And if you get through this with the cargo, you'll have some dough in your pockets by the end of this too. Believe me.
Alright, you run these numbers, make sure it's not stolen for us, and we'll be right back.
Yeah, don't worry about it. The numbers will be checked. Hey, got a communicator?
Our number is in the folder.
Well, that concludes our business then. I'll see you guys later. Auf Wiedersehen, auf Wiedersehen, goodbye. Get out of here. Sharazonka, whatever. Now I gotta find a cargo. Hey, Tina? Tina? Tina?
I'm a little busy, Rick.
How would you like to get that medical degree you're always talking about? A real one this time.
You know I do. Plug that thing in. I have a man in incredible pain. He didn't pay the extra for the anesthetic.
I hear Nueva Tierra has some excellent universities. All you gotta do is work with some sick students and stuff, and it's free. And being the nice guy that I am, look at this. I'll take what you paid on rent, put it right for the ticket, just for the tiny little fee. It's be fine.
Are you serious?
I'm in incredible pain.
Yeah, I'll be with you in a second. Tell me more.
Dang! That was like a lot of work, yo!
Looks like a lot of work, a lot of work.
Alright, what's the damage?
You must be warping. This thing is crashed like totally red, yo.
Translation?
It means the ship's in good shape.
Thank you. But can you fix it?
Are you kidding me? This elevator's scratching like a giddy-up laser DJ.
How much do we need to fix it up?
Yo, slip this. We got mad waves, bro. We gonna like stitch you in, scrape it down, and that'll only be 500. But then we gotta do the flame job, and that's gonna be $8 because you gotta do it. It needs to handle the heat from the landing, yo.
I love your enthusiasm, but you're talking lobster dinner and we're on a popcorn budget.
Oh, come on. You can't diss a class boo like her. She deserves flames, lights. A classic like this, it don't deserve no 359. She deserves the whole 60. Fine. The outer shell will be linenite, so that'll hold up. We're gonna put a couple new monitors in the cockpit, lock a couple other things in. We can do it for your car, but it ain't gonna be pretty.
As long as it'll fly.
You have my word. But that don't mean much, because if it doesn't go right, you'll never see me again. Let's get started.
Hey man, look what I found in one of these compartments.
Yo, is that heavy?
It ain't light, but we keeping that.
Yeah. Man, why won't this door close right? Hey, yo, Fred! Make sure you fix that high drive!
Oh man. Hope nobody notices.
Man, where'd it go? I thought I just had it.
I got another one for you. You don't need help with that, do you?
Nah, man, I got this. I got this. Hey, yo, Fred! Make sure you get that high drive fixed!
Oh man, I ain't even got time to light this cigarette. I'm so busy over here, man.
Ha ha! It was stuck on my chair. Stuck on my chair. Where'd it go? Right here. Yeah, baby.
Look up. And here's another one. Ain't nobody noticing we drinking on a jar. Oh man.
Hey, yo, Howdy. I got your wrench. You need your wrench? I got your wrench.
I don't need that wrench no more, man.
Oh, you don't need a wrench? Man, close, man.
Hey man, I'm done with that. What did you need?
Hey, hey. Hey, sorry about that, homie!
Alright, so this is the main controls. You can still use the originals, but as long as we have the laptop patched in, I figure what the hell. Patch the controls into the keyboard. Go ahead and take the wheel.
Alright. Everybody alright?
Clear as out!
That reminds me, the thrust is the same, but to activate the turn, you need to use the side arrows in space. It's just a completely different method of movement outside the atmosphere. Wow.
Uh-oh.
What?
The artificial gravity in the sleeping quarters is red.
Okay, move over. Okay, it's green now. I guess this thing just needed to be reset.
Yeah, it works.
I knew this baby could bounce! Alright, we done, y'all!
Just give us the keys and that's a fair trade.
And then we can get out your head. Come on, we ain't got all day. We didn't do this for free. Let's go.
It's a good ship, man.
Y'all, you gonna love it. We out. Peace.
All right. Everything's gonna be all right, so just calm down.
Calm down. Everything's not going to be all right. We just unlocked another mystery of the universe that could destroy everything. You want me to calm down?
Okay. I didn't want to do this, but I know a guy who knows a guy, and maybe I could call that guy, and he could make everything all right.
A guy you don't know?
Well, I know the guy who knows this guy, and I know I can trust that guy. Well, it's better than our options, which is nothing, really, except waiting. And hopefully they just don't find us. I mean, that one guy sold us out, but they don't know where we are.
Of course they don't know where we are now, but if you call someone, then they'll be able to track us here.
They can't track us here, specifically. They only can track the call to the nearest tower, which is miles away, so we're okay.
We need to get the samples off the planet. We need to get them off the planet. We need to get them off now. We need, I don't know, you can do whatever you think is best, but we just need to take care of it. Go take care of it.
Okay, so I'll call the guy. Here. Joffrey, call the guy who knows the guy I know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, boss. Everything is in the bag. All I need is some sort of a shipment, and that could be just about anything. Heck, I could get a box of potatoes. You know the Ruskies, they love that stuff.
All right, Ricky.
Oh, wait one second. I'm getting another call.
We know what you do, and all we need from you is to take our shipment off this planet with no questions asked or facts given.
As soon as possible.
Gentlemen, you have come to the right place.
New medical crew member recorded. Welcome to the Va Orla.
This is nice. Kind of a musty smell though.
Joffrey, give me an ETA.
I don't trust these guys. I'm gonna burn it. I'm gonna burn it all, and then we don't have to worry about it again.
You can't burn it. If you burn that stuff, it reacts and we all die.
I guess that's worse. Wouldn't mind happen anyway. Maybe it's not even in here. We don't know anymore. Maybe it got lost.
It's in there. We know that because we put it in there. Joffrey, give me an exact location of the ship. Excuse me, is this the Devar or La?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, I am Dr. Norman Zazzles, and this is my assistant, Dr.
Colleague.
My colleague, Dr. Rustina Oppenheimer.
Oh. Yeah. You're the crew, right?
Crew? No, we're not crew. We're just passengers, and we have some cargo to take.
Yeah, I know about the cargo, but then it says here, Rustina Oppenheimer signed on, Norman
Zazzles.
Zazzles says right, crew.
Joffrey, check that contract again. Excuse me 1 minute.
You always like that?
Please and thanks yous. Excuse me. I got another call coming.
Are we back?
Yes.
I think it's mean that the go away noise is boop, they have all this morning, but the coming back noise is like boop.
Leave this in.
Boop. You like this part?
Leave this in.
So speaking of science fiction movies, that was a segue.
Yeah.
Shoved it right in there.
There you go.
We all went and saw the new Godzilla movie.
That's not a science fiction movie.
Godzilla King of the Monsters.
That's a monster movie.
It's a monster movie, but there's an alien in it.
Yeah, but that's not science fiction right off the bat.
I think if there's
giant monster and science fiction are two different things.
I think if it's an alien giant monster, it counts as
Just the one.
Just the one, yeah. We'll let you figure out who it is. We ain't telling you.
Well, if you know anything about Godzilla.
If you know anything about Godzilla movies, you know who the alien is. And we're pretty sure, because we don't care about spoilers, so if you don't care, great. If you do care, you go like this and go, la 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 la, as long as you see my mouth moving. Yeah, we think we spotted Anguirus, didn't we?
Anguirus is in it.
Yeah. And yeah, it's a great flick. I think it was better than the first one. I think the first one was nothing more than a good setup for what we were really looking for. Monsters just beating the crap out of each other.
With some human things mixed in, I guess.
Yeah, you gotta have the human stuff. I don't get it. Unfortunately, there's no such thing as a public domain Godzilla movie, so you'll never see that here. We can show Gamera movies again. We've shown Gamera movies.
We can show Gamera?
We can show all the black and white and the early... I have the whole set.
Do you think they're going to do a Gamera Godzilla crossover?
They can't. They're different studios.
Yeah, but they've done it before, haven't they?
Because, never. Because Godzilla is Toho.
Yeah.
Gamera is Toei. And Toei's too busy doing animation.
Yeah, they're big on that.
They're big in the animos.
Well, they got a new Dragon Ball series out, so they have to focus on that.
Maybe he could fight in Dragon Ball. We could have Gamera versus Goku.
Probably.
Gamera Goku. They both start with G.
Goku would lose.
Alliteration. Gamera G.
Because Goku's a pushover.
He'd end up being dead again. Dead again! So, folks, go watch some more movie. And come back. Get out.
Hello, how's it going?
Ricky, I want my money back right now.
Oh yeah, refund. You want a refund? Yeah, refunds are great. But you know what else is great? A couple of soldiers. Some very ambitious, scary-looking soldiers. And they're right over there. Yeah, they're right here talking to me, and they're looking for you. Do you want to say hi to them? Here, let's say hi to them before I give you your refund. Here. Say
Joffrey
hi,
off.
See, Amendment 27 here. All right, he's actually that doesn't
Grab a
concern me.
box, Rustina.
Why? What'd he say?
Just grab a box. I'll explain later.
Air systems, green. Guidance, green. Gravity, freaking yellow. Green.
All right, I got the hands all tied down, and we got the docks, so just about ready to go. Is that yellow? Oh, okay, we're good. All right, I'll tell them to batten down.
Roger that. Attention, crew. This is your captain speaking. We are about to disembark. Now would be a great time to find yourself a seat. Put your butts into your chairs. And if you have a seatbelt, I'd suggest putting it on. And hold on tight. Attention crew, we have left the atmosphere. Prepare for hyperspace travel. Shinga. Is that our traveling speed? Edwards must have hooked it up right. Attention crew, we have reached traveling speed. You are free to move about the cabin. Alright. Where's my gun?
Oh, my writing hand too.
Well, why did you have a knife when we jumped?
I found it in my seat. What am I supposed to do? Not open it up and play with it?
What happened?
I just cut myself.
All right, I'll go get the doctor. Trina! Or Tina! The doctor! Get in here!
Thank goodness it doesn't look that bad.
Yeah, it's fine. I just need it cleaned up. It'll be okay.
Well, we don't know where that knife has been. I mean, it could have infections.
It'll be fine. That's why we have doctors. Don't worry.
Well, I don't like seeing you hurt.
What?
We got a man hurt. You gotta come patch him up.
Sorry, I don't work here. What?
Please don't tell me that Ricky tricked you too, because he made us pay a boatload to hire you on.
Hold on just a second. See, it says right here in black and white that... Son of a... You gotta be serious? Where is he?
He's actually a woman.
Hey, that feels pretty good. Reminds me of when I was a little girl. But why didn't you just put some new artificial skin on it?
I made that bandage myself. It should heal up without too much of a scar.
You know, artificial skin takes up less room and it doesn't cost that much more.
I will consider that. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I like the whole holistic thing, but it's gonna suck to touch stuff for a while.
Yeah, it's yellow again. Peter, check on the artificial gravity. The thing's yellow again.
Check the what?
Artificial gravity.
Alright.
Alright, fine.
When there's cold and there's rain, and you don't want to train, you go brick, just go brick, just go brick. Just pretend that you're sick, and your poor back is sore, and a limp with a groan to the hospital door. While your pals train in rain, you can lay back and snore. If you gold brick, just gold brick, just gold brick. When you're
Okay, you two. Why don't you go secure those boxes?
I hurt my hand.
Just dig a few inches.
You got it bandaged, just go back there and lock things down tight.
But we're already at traveling speed. Why would we need to lock things down?
We will be slowing down eventually, go do it.
Alright, fine. Come on, Rusty.
I am programmed to assist you in any of your needs. I have been programmed with culinary recipes and can organize and sterilize your environment.
I'm gonna have to find a way to cook in here.
How shall I address you?
Oh, yeah, of course. My name's Peter.
What's yours?
You may call me whatever you wish. My last master referred to me as Bespolincito Star.
Hand me another strap. No, this is rope. I want a strap.
You used them all.
What? When did that happen?
When you used 5 million other ones on all the other boxes and the
What?
other cargo bays?
Well, why didn't you tell me we were running low?
I did tell you we were running low.
No, you didn't.
I did too!
When?
When I told you our supplies are running low.
How am I supposed to know what that meant?
What else is that supposed to mean?
I don't know. How about using quantitative adjectives like numbers? I don't know. How am I supposed to know what the relative low means?
Low means few. We had few. Now we have 0. Is that enough of a number for you? 0. We have rope.
How about using 5 or 3?
1! 1 rope.
What does that mean?
It does not matter, sir. My name is now Nat, as you requested.
Well, Nat, Tell me about yourself.
I was constructed by request of the great Tsar Chekhov. I was the most lifelike model for 2 years before being replaced. I was then modified and repurposed for use in the kitchen of the Great Palace until the Great Rebellion. I was then given to Tsar Chekhov's son, as he escaped in this vessel with 2 other more advanced models. I was placed in storage and forgotten.
That's...
Not good.
Oh, it's fine. Don't fall down from that big box and break your neck. Oh, by the way, we're running out of straps.
There is no down in space. You can't fall down off a box in space.
Don't get me started on this debate again.
Because the up and down concept is entirely created by mass large enough to have a center of gravity that you're pulled
We
towards.
have created artificial gravity, so in here, there is a down.
But the down is a lie. The more accurate down would be finding the next closest star or moon or large planet in order to be able to exert enough gravitons on us.
Well, how do you know that this is a lie?
Because it's artificial. We could change it at any time. Hey, Norm.
What?
Do you ever wonder why we became scientists?
No, go to sleep.
Well, I don't. I mean, I don't know why I don't. I just don't.
Interesting. Rusty, go to sleep.
I can't. I keep thinking about stuff.
Try counting sheep.
Oh, what kind?
Pick your favorite.
When I was young, I tried to breed multicolored sheep to make argyle socks.
Then count your fingers.
Hey, Norm.
Mm-hmm.
When Peter touched my Geiger counter, it beeped. He's slightly radioactive.
He's radioactive?
Mm-hmm. I asked him about it. He said he exposed himself to radioactivity to get out of the draft.
Shrewd.
Maybe we should have tried that.
Yeah. Maybe.
I wonder what the long-term health effects are. I'm surprised it hasn't diminished yet, because I'm guessing he did it a while ago.
Maybe.
Maybe there's something else going on.
Maybe.
Maybe he's a robot, and internally he has like a nuclear reactor in order to power him. And that's why he's actually radioactive, and he was just lying to me.
I'm glad that's settled.
Don't ask me where I got these, but I was able to find you a top, some nice pants, and a lovely leather jacket.
Thank you very much, Peter.
Hey, Norm.
What?
Hey, Norm.
What?
I'm glad you're a scientist with me.
I'm glad you're a scientist with me too. But not right now because I need some sleep! say the sun comes up is because what they see is the Earth going around the star. Now, we are not on said planet, we are in the fork, or the spaceship, if you will.
Yeah. I wish I had a golf ball.
Oh, how did you? Oh, wow. Thanks. Any chance you can cut the next one diagonally?
Aha! I have you now, Captain Freedom. You'll never take me alive, you imperial dog. Aha! But your phaser cannon is all out of ammunition, and my twin crossbows of death have you in their sights. That's okay, because I have air support. Ah! No! Curse you, Captain Freedom! Curse you!
Doc, we need you!
I'm watching WrestleTopia! It's Joe Mohawk versus Larry the Werewolf!
The sun has nothing to do with it. It all depends upon our position.
No. Yes. No! No.
Doesn't matter what you say.
There is no sun up in space because we're not on a planet where the sun can come up over the horizon line in the distance.
Are you suggesting that the sun actually comes up over horizon line when you're on a planet?
I'm suggesting that the phrase lends itself to the notion that it appears to rise and to set.
Yep, and at sun up is when you rise.
But then why do they call it sun up and
Because
not
you
you
have such a
rise up?
shining personality.
You were the one who said there was no down in space. How could you possibly say that the sun can come up in space when you don't even think that there's a down?
I'm gonna stab you with this fork.
Do it, I dare you.
Okay, week 2. Is everybody all right? Anything new?
Yeah, the eggs have turned.
It's impossible. They were powdered and canned. It should last more than a century.
We didn't pack any canned bagged eggs. Jesus, these things have been on here since it was abandoned.
Okay, let's say this is a planet.
Yeah, okay, that's a planet.
I'm gonna be back before they're done.
And this right here is the sun, or a star. Now, if we are on said planet, sun rises because the Earth goes, because the planetary system goes around like this. Alright? And now we are not on said planet, we are here.
So you're only suggesting that the notion of sun up in space is insignificant because the sun doesn't go up in space, and yet when it was used on a planet, the sun also doesn't go up there either. So the phrase is fallacious to begin with.
You think he's acting weird lately?
I don't know. I'm a doctor, not a psychiatrist.
Still bad.
Nat, where'd you get those eggs? Nat.
Do you require me, sir?
Yes. Nat, where did you get those eggs that you made for us this morning?
In the back storage. My programming requires that I use the oldest items first as to prevent spoilage.
Why don't you show me where that back storage is later? But for now, I just want you, when you're cooking, just to run food by me, just to, make sure that it hasn't spoiled.
That is untrue, sir. I checked the composition. They held a surprising amount of nutrients, including high amounts of protein and iron without contaminants or pathogens.
Okay, I'm sure that's true, but they kind of tasted bad.
Unfortunately, sir, I do not have the ability to taste.
Right. Tell you what. Next time, you just run anything by me that's past its due by date. Okay?
Update accepted.
The sun, we wouldn't really know the sun as, like, the sun, because we're not on Earth. We've never been on Earth. And so we could...
All the suns are
all
actually
the
stars.
suns are actually stars. Okay. Alright, okay, well, so...
Warning, ship approaching. Warning, ship approaching.
Time to
Warning,
get serious.
ship approaching.
I don't mean the constellation.
Warning.
Attention ship, you are on direct... That's an Imperial 005.
What's going on?
You have a ship in collision course with us. That's an Imperial 005.
Right.
That can needs a new coil, dumbass. You're just blasting out paint. How are you still on me?
Warning signal coming from?
I don't know.
Okay, we have an Imperial cruiser following us, and you're probably going to kill us, so I'm really hoping that you know how to use this.
I'm a pacifist, sir.
I'll take it.
Alright. They're probably going to meet us in the cargo room, because that's where they usually like to dig in. But, if they... Why don't you stand in front and put a flower in their gun?
Oh, wait, do you have a gun for me?
Yeah. Okay, yeah, it's really old, so if you have any misfires, just keep squeezing the trigger.
Oh, that's pretty badass. A little small, though.
B for boost! B for boost! B for boost!
Warning.
B for boost!
Warning.
B for boost!
Warning.
He'll blow the engines.
Wait, how serious is this?
Holy buckets.
Warning.
Reactor went.
Warning.
You're dead.
Warning.
Attention! The hostile ship behind yours has been destroyed. Please drop below light speed and prepare for inspection. The Sixth Reich thanks you for your cooperation.
What the hell? I'll take it. Agreed, but be advised, our reactor is overheating and will require our attention. Thanks for the assist. Norm, Rusty, meet me near the reactor. We are putting on rad suits and cooling it down manually. Peter, we are being boarded. Entertain them. Doc!
Be careful! Do not rip that suit. I only have enough anti-rad for incidental exposure, not swimming in a nuclear reactor.
Two biggas! Two biggas with your pole!
9, 3, Figgin, 3.
Pull to my seats! We turn it back on yet?
Yes!
Oh, we're keeping that in because we get to hear Dan line.
3 days Figgin.
3 days Figgin. 3 sunrises, 3 sunsets. 3, 9, 9, 3 Figgin. 3.
We just start.
We already started.
We're leaving this in.
Yeah. We're on it.
Go.
So we're on a roll now. Woo! You know, since it's a double feature, do we have anything we really actually want to talk about?
I can talk about more video games, I guess.
Yeah. Any wild and new comic books, maybe? No, we get comic books, but
Bloodborne's doing a thing.
Bloodborne, isn't that a video game?
Yeah, and it's a comic book.
Two things.
They're starting up a new series after the Eileen the Crow arc.
See, he says stuff I have no idea what's going on.
The last 2 issues had like almost no words in them, and it was creepy.
Nice. Everything looked like a heavy metal album cover?
Pretty much.
All right, yeah. Metal. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds awesome. Sounds like this bumper's going to be kind of short. Go watch some more movies.
Alright, it's gonna be fine. As long as they're not crazy. Alright. As long as they're not the crazy ones with all the piercings, yeah. As long as they're not the crazy women ones with all the piercings, I'm fine. Oh darn.
Are you the commander of this vessel?
Lady, I just work here.
Where's your commander?
Oh, he's dealing with the core melting down. I didn't know if you noticed, but there was a warship on our asses.
We noticed. We took care of it. Now knock off with the tough guy act, or I'm gonna have Alpha come down here and beat you with your own shoes.
Google?
And show me your cockpit.
Show you my what?
Cockpit!
Right, this way.
Why is this side yellow?
Because if it was white, you would be dead.
And here is the food prep area.
I have many sanitary concerns.
Yeah, everyone who comes in here says that.
Oh, careful! What am I getting myself into? I'm getting a suit on.
It's red now, is that good? Guys?
And this is the cargo area, where we keep the cargo. I wouldn't grab that box. It's okay.
Cleaner. Strong cleaner. Let's go.
I didn't see it. I did not see it. And that is the grand tour. I hope you enjoyed your time on our starship and that you will come again.
What is in that room off the dining area?
That would be my room.
You will show us that room.
All right. It's not like I have anything illegal in here. Just private. See, I told you.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you turn on the Communac TV to channel 15, we'll be looking out the port camera at one of the most amazing sights in the galaxy. I'll be slowing down so we can get a good look at it, but only 5 minutes as these are dangerous waters.
What could be more interesting than rewatching Sex in the Biodome?
What's going on?
Warning, ship approaching.
Alright, take a final look. There appears to be a raider vessel nearby, so we'll be leaping out of here shortly.
What was that?
Me falling down?
I think something fell in the cargo bay.
Oh, yeah, we gotta go resecure that one bay. Come on, Rusty. Oh, shoot. Well, it's this way. That's what I meant. Because I know where I'm going.
It's a confusing ship, it's understandable.
Oh, no, it looks like we forgot to tie this one down. It's been bouncing around.
What even is that? I don't remember that being in here.
Fauna specimen Aurora giant toxitoad.
A toxitoad?
Yeah, why?
Dude, those things spit a hallucinogen that's so potent, it's like LSD on drugs. Seriously.
How far can they spit the poison?
Farther than this.
Oh boy.
Oh, come on, the box is closed.
Rusty,
Yeah?
the box is open.
Really?
Why don't you, close the box?
You go close the box.
Why me?
It's gonna spit!
Warning. Warning.
What in Orion's armpit is
Warning.
happening here?
Warning.
I didn't do
Warning.
it. I was just watching season
Warning.
2 of Sex in the Biodome.
Warning.
Maybe we
Warning.
picked up some radiation from Fallstar.
We passed Fallstar and no one bothered to wake me?
Guys, when we stopped at False Star, a toxitoad got loose, and now it's in the ventilation system.
We stopped at Fallstar and no one bothered to wake me?
And it has Norm. I mean, not literally, like with it, but it like spit at him, and now he's like tripping, and it's super crazy, and he was saying something.
I would like to have
some
been woken
guy
up to
named
see False
Lincoln,
Star. Next time we
and
pass,
I don't know
please
who
do.
that is, and I don't think he has any friends, so it can't be one of them. And then he was dancing, and it was weird.
Odin's blood-soaked eye patched. I'm gonna get my gun and take care of it.
It was really weird.
Jacob! Jacob, are you there?
I just got into the maintenance tunnel. What do you want?
Okay,
I'm the big dot in the center. Let me know if you see something.
There it is behind you.
Behind me? can't really turn around.
Alright, you're going to have to find a place to turn around because it is coming at you and it's coming pretty fast.
Are you kidding me?
Hurry up, it's almost on you.
There's a turn up ahead, I'll turn there.
4 meters, 3 meters, 2 meters.
That can't be right, I would have hit him by now.
1 meter.
That can't be right.
I'm at the turn.
Jacob! Jacob! Jacob?
And then there were 3.
Alright, new plan. Okay,
He's gonna be fine. He's just gonna have a horrible hangover.
alright, I have something I've been hiding. So, it is a robot.
Oh look, Jacob's okay.
You okay, Jacob?
Yaha! Captain Freedom!
By my red, white, and blue balls, this is for Captain Freedom. Captain Freedom, yeah! Captain Freedom, oh!
Well, he's locked himself in the control room. And I think he's singing the Captain Freedom theme song.
Good. He can sober up in there and then we can get control back. So what was your idea?
Well, okay, a couple days ago, I sort of found this robot.
Is it a sex robot?
Companion robot. And how did you know?
Why else would you hide it?
Because... Rusty. I need you to track the toad while I reprogram the robot.
Okay.
Well, I guess there's no harm in watching Sex in the Biodome.
Listen, we have a small situation. There is a creature that's loose on the ship, and it will make any of us who are humans kind of hallucinate if we touch it. So I'm gonna need you to catch it for us, okay? You think you can do that?
Oh, yes, sir.
That's great. I need you to locate a toxitoad.
File not found. I am unable to process your request.
Can we update your databanks?
Rusty, are you alright?
System rebooting. File changes found. Scanning for viruses. Scanning for malware. No malware detected. New protocol recognized. Locate and capture foreign organism, species Toxitoad. Hold thus as running priority 1.
Yes!
Secondary protocol found.
What?
Cut master in half diagonally for sandwich.
Okay, Nat, I need you to... Nat, could you come back here, please? I need you to take the knife and put it somewhere else. Nat, I remember when I said to cut the sandwich diagonally, you can just cut them straight from now on, I don't mind. Tina, could you help me, please?
If I were a spider, I could spin my own wedding dress. And it would be really cool, because it could stop bullets. But then no one would marry me. Because I'm a spider.
Priority 1.
We're in no man's land.
Warning, thrust has been compromised. All power has been diverted to life support. Distress signal sent.
And that's everything you know. I have pieced the truth together from your testimony, and as chief interrogator of this vessel, I have the right to solely pass judgment. I have decided that you will be executed as a spy by being thrown out of the airlock.
Oh, that blows.
For aiding a suspected spy and owning an unlicensed comfort robot, you shall be executed by being blown out the airlock.
Wait, don't I get like a second opinion or something?
You are convicted of practicing medicine without a license. I'm sure you are aware of the fine. And as for you, congratulations on joining the new Soviet Republic. We will be very grateful for your assistance and to assist you in your work.
But I'm a pacifist!
But I don't want to join the Women's Corps.
And as for you, my delicious retro plaything, I have great news for you. I have been craving to see one of you since I was a schoolboy. I read Oh, the owner's manuals. I know your loyalty protocol will prevent you from getting a new master before being released, but your old master is about to be released through the airlock. So, why don't you make me a sandwich?
Airlock number 3. I should have known to be you.
Not this again.
Number 3's been screwing me my whole life.
Well, you know what they say, third time's the charm.
Really? Really? You're gonna do that now? What the heck is that?
Is he just gonna leave us? Bolt!
Come on, the hangar's down here! There she is. Bahorla.
Come on, I found a shortcut. Keep a lookout for our friends. I'm gonna fire up the engines. What are all these guns doing on the table?
What's my gun doing on the table?
Oh shit! Oh, no, it's us, it's us!
Who are you?
I'm the captain of the ship. Who are you?
I am the one fixing this ship.
Was it fixed?
Yes,
Then get out of here!
you are very rude.
Oh, thank God you two made it. Get that helmet off. Alright, we don't really have time to wait for Tina, so we're just going to have to go without her.
Well, that's nice. Now I don't feel so bad about selling you guys out so hard.
Oh, thank God, everyone's here. Alright, you two strap in and I'm going to go crazy.
Buckle up back there. This space station's gonna have a new door and it's gonna be the exact same size of this ship. You guys aren't gonna believe this, but the space station just blew up. Also, we've reached traveling speed. You are free to move about the cabin.
Yay, we did it! We're alive. I'm gonna need a drink or something. Oh yeah, I was fine. I was just gonna get a fine for practicing without a license, but I'm fine. I'm glad you guys are fine. There's too many fines in there. We need to come up with a better word for fine.
So, I got out. What were they gonna make you do? I was gonna be like a cook or something.
What? No
Yeah,
way.
I was gonna be a cook because like I told them about my experience, and since I'm a pacifist,
You
I
have
was.
no experience cooking.
Well, see,
You're
that's.
a terrible cook.
I used my creativity, and I sparked it upon them, and I was like, "Hey, I won't fight, but I make a mean 3-bean salad," and they're like, "Dude, no way! We haven't had a decent 3-bean salad in ages," and I was like, "I can make that." What were they gonna have you do? I
wow.
couldn't really hear your
I'm just-
interrogation room.
Why did you have to say it like that? Because that was working really well.
That was working really well. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, they were gonna make me join the women's corps, and I'd have to fight space Nazis.
That doesn't sound too bad. It sounds like it would pay well.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, a cook is, kind of disposable.
I don't think you get paid.
You don't?
No.
But it's communism. Everybody gets something.
Nothing.
What?
What?
I thought the whole point of communism was to get stuff. Everybody gets stuff.
What kind of stuff?
Like money.
Like starvation?
Everybody gets money, right?
What kind of money? Space money?
Like tax money. Like everybody pays their space bucks and they get like cash.
Well, why would you pay it in and then get it back?
Because
What's the point? Why not just not pay it?
That's a good point. That's a good point. So what is communism?
Nat?
I have returned to charge as my batteries only hold 10% of their former capacity. You seem stressed. Shall I make you a sandwich?
No.
You can tell that this baby was born the right way because it has a concave head. Babies born in a cesarean section, they don't have this.
Is that true?
That is true. Yeah.
Because I still have like a seam in my skull.
Really?
Yeah, like where it's flat. Feel it, like right here. You feel
Oh,
it? Yeah.
yeah.
I know. Isn't
Wow.
that strange?
Were you a C-section?
No.
Oh no. Okay. Wow. Cool.
Yeah.
We found out something about you and your birth.
Be long enough as it is.
Yeah.
We're back on? Yeah, we're back on. And that's it! We have survived! The entire double feature! These are pretty good movies. I like these movies a lot. But we made it! Did you make it, folks? Did you stay with us? Because you know we sit here and watch the TV shows while you're out there watching. We're watching it right with you. We're not doing that. We're lying. We're not. No, we
absolutely
we shoot these shotgun style. Robert Rodriguez. Wham, wham, wham! Cut it! That's all you get. Wham, wham, wham! Cut it! What do you want? It's a free show. We don't ask you to buy nothing. We don't have no t-shirts, no buttons, no soundtrack, no copies of the DVD. We give this stuff away on YouTube. And then every time I post it, the YouTube robots come and go, you can't have that. They don't understand the words public domain.
Every time we put up a video, they act like someone's getting cheated out of a paycheck.
Someone's getting cheated out of a paycheck, and then your old Bear Morbid's got to go fight the YouTube robots.
Now
Skynet's trying to take over.
Now that we're talking about him, I bet this video is going to get taken down.
Because we're bad-mouthing YouTube?
Yeah.
No, the robots don't know about YouTube bad-mouth, and all they know is we smelled something that sounded like it was in a TV show from 1948 that might still have a copyright from some dipstick. That is not a true statement?
No.
But the interesting part, because this episode will be interesting because we've gotten full permission from the director to show any of his stuff we want.
Yeah.
We're not using any The music at the beginning is written by one of the Morbid children, Sparkles. She wrote the music. The end music is written by one of the other Morbid children.
We have end music?
Yeah, we use slap hole.
Oh.
We have slap hole during the credits.
Wait, which
the
album?
Credit scroll. Oh, I don't remember. I just picked one that sounded obnoxious.
That's any of them.
True. Yeah, I think it was from number 3.
Number 3?
I think it was the Tire Fire one. Is that number 3?
Yeah, Tire Fire.
Tire Fire. Yeah, he named an album Tire Fire. So slap hole. That's what we're going to call it.
You're welcome, Slophole. Free endorsement.
Free endorsement. So you can go out there and make the billions of dollars.
Yeah.
We're both on the new slap hole album. Maybe when that song comes out, we'll put that as the end credits because Jacques got to do some growling.
Not that.
And I yelled, turkey. Really loud.
Multiple times.
Yeah. Like a psychotic hillbilly.
Kinda. That's what it sounded
like. It was
like.
an awful lot of fun.
Great.
So, yeah. Oh, yeah. We will go into the turkey story with Camera Pearson Dandy. Maybe if you make comments on the video, we'll tell you in the comments about the turkey story. It's hilarious if you really want to hear the turkey story. We will make sure to tell it. Did that thing over there just jump? I swear one of our puppets over here is kind of like that.
Alright, so we're losing our minds talking about a turkey story that we're really upselling here.
We're upselling a turkey story.
We're upselling a turkey story and we're suffering from mass hysteria.
Yes, so we're suffering from mass hysteria. We just sat through a double feature.
Yeah.
It was like 11 hours or something.
Yeah, I kind of saw
Plus, the multiple takes that we do to make this perfect for you, the viewing audience, that's a legend. We don't do that.
It's because of the light jumping off.
We just turn the camera on. And, I got to worry about that. It bounces the hypnos off of me. So
yeah.
I'm good to go. So, anyways, this is our second double feature, Grindhouse double feature.
Oof.
The director, Michael Butt, was a wonderful human being for letting us show his movies. And
Can you remember the name of the movies?
The Man with the Golden Hand.
Yeah.
Cosmic Blast, and then his little TV show in the middle of Wisconsin Unexplained.
Looks like Alzheimer's hasn't hit him yet,
Alzheimer's is not hit yet, folks, so I'm still good to go. I wonder if this still works. So I'm gonna... Woo!
Of course it still works.
We got this for literally nothing about 8 years ago. I'm impressed whoever made the battery, and this is a genius.
Well, it's one of those, big buttons, right?
Right, big button battery?
Yeah.
That sounds like something you can't say 3 times fast.
What, triple B? Big button battery, big button battery,
big button battery. Should we turn this on one more time for the audience?
Oh, God, it's the worst.
We want to show you a trick. Remember when I touched it? And this was the funny. Oh wait, didn't we already videotape us?
No, it didn't turn in. It didn't turn on for that.
So it plays like this, and then remember I touched it. We were like, it works by touch. So we're going to show you what it actually works by.
We'll stop holding it.
Oh.
That way, if it does work by touch, we can.
So once it goes on, we're all going to be quiet. And now, at the count of 3, we're all going to yell real loud, and you'll see what makes it go off. What should we yell? Booger?
Anything, really.
Booger. Count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Booger! There you go, folks! As always, I'm your host, Barry Morbid, the lovely Jacques Strapp, Camera Person Dandy. Get out!